Well, hey, what's going on, family? Welcome back to another video of our 31 days of wisdom, our journey through the book of Proverbs. Hey, welcome to day number 25, chapter 25. Hey, if you've been here from the beginning and you've been locked in, hey, let me know in the comments. Just write 25 to let me know that you've been locked in, showing up 25 days straight through this 31 days of wisdom. And I want to thank you for your support, and I want to thank you for joining me and countless others who have made this a priority. Hopefully you've been learning some things, applying some things, and living out some things as well. And if this is your first time, I'd love for you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well, as we continue to grow this community so that we can be a resource to one another. So we're 25 days in, and we are just a couple of days left in this journey. So thank you. Today we're Proverbs 25, and our verse today is verse 2. And this is what it says. It is the glory of God to conceal things, but the glory of kings to search things out. It is the glory of God to conceal things, but the glory of kings to search things out. Another translation says privilege. It is the privilege of God to conceal things, but the privilege of kings to seek things out. The first thing that came to my mind with this proverb is essentially the sovereignty of God, that God is sovereign in all his ways. We know that God sees the mind, he sees the heart, he weighs the spirit, and he sees it and he knows it all. And we've seen that through many countless other proverbs and also other parts of the Bible as well. So God is sovereign. And so recognizing God's glory includes accepting that he is far higher and greater than any person that is created. So God is sovereign, right? In Isaiah chapter 55, verse 8 and 9, it says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways." So God's ways and his thoughts, we could never, on this side, on this earth, in this flesh that we're living, we'll never be able to understand what his ways are and why he does some things. You see, God expresses his glory to humanity in both what he reveals and the things that he chooses to conceal and keep obscure. Once again, Deuteronomy 29:29 says, "The secret things belong to the Lord our God, but the things that are revealed belongs to who? Belongs to us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law." So the secret things belong to him. And when we know and when we accept that the secret things belong to him, we put it in its rightful place, that he is sovereign. And then we take what belongs to us, and it is the things that he has made revealed to us, the things that he has not left obscured, but has made available to us. You know, one of the things that I think of when I think about this scripture is science. You know, if you're a scientist or anybody in the medicine field, how God has given us such great knowledge to come up with cures for diseases and all of these things. Yet there are some things that there's simply no cure for, and there's some things that the human mind in its finite ability cannot comprehend and see and or understand and know why that happens. But at the same time, like, God has just given us so much wisdom. He's given us so much power and ability to study science, study the human body, the brain, and all of these things, diseases and all of these things. He's given us that capability. He's revealed to us in his privilege. He's revealed to us some of these things, but yet there are other things that remain concealed to us. There are other things that remain obscured to us. I want to read this quote, and it says, "I know not, however, that there are not matters in the book of God that will not be fully opened until mortality is swallowed up of life. So meaning while we're still here on this earth, in this body, in this flesh, there are things that will remain concealed to us. And then it continues to say, for here we see through a glass darkly, right? It's almost like you almost see what you're supposed to see, or you see just enough of what you're supposed to see and make out barely what's there, but you can't fully see what's in there. But then it says, but there, what's there? That's heaven. That's when we get to heaven. That's when we're in the presence of God, face to face. Here we know in part. Here on earth, the life that we live now, the knowledge, the finite, the knowledge that we have now, we only know in part. We only see in part. But there, once again, in heaven, when we're God, we shall know as we also are known. So things will be revealed to us, things that we have so many questions on, those things will be revealed to us. But when we're here on this side, this here on earth, this body that we're living, we must understand that there are some things that God will choose to conceal. But oftentimes as well, that other piece where it says it is, but the glory of kings is to seek things out, right? Kings, great men and women, kings who are rulers, our government. God has given them the privilege, to seek out wisdom, right? How bad would it be if our government or even anybody in leadership just does things without counsel? They don't do things without understanding. They do things without wisdom. How bad would that be just to be haste and do things, right? And we read that scripture that when we act hastily, we will lose our footing. And so that's that other part of seeking out wisdom, seeking out counsel, seeking out understanding. It is our privilege that we get to find out and to seek out and to receive that wisdom. I want to read yet another quote. And it says, those unsearchable secrets of his, such as are the union of the three persons in one nature and of two natures into one person, his wonderful decrees, and the no less wonderful execution thereof, these make exceeding much to the glory of his infinite wisdom and surpassing greatness. So it is the glory of God to conceal things, but it's also the glory of man to search those things out, to get wisdom, to receive wisdom as well. So all in all, God is sovereign. And I think once we understand that, once we put that in its rightful place, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. And that is a nod to things being in its rightful place. And once we put that in its rightful place, then that allows us not only to draw near to him and to understand and to follow his way, his wills, and his word, then we will be better for it. So Proverbs 25, verse 2, once again, it is the glory of God to conceal things, but the glory of kings to search things out. So fam, there it is, chapter 25, day 25 of our 31 days of wisdom as we continue to journey through the book of Proverbs. Hopefully this one was helpful. I feel like there's so much more to unpack in this one, but hopefully this got you on the right path as you continue to do your own reading and your own studies. So thank you for joining me on today's video, and I will catch you guys here for day number 26. God bless you.